Make headlines across the country. School sex scandals with teachers accused of sexually abusing students. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Derek Dice. The trial of a former Central Valley teacher is scheduled to begin in a little more than 3 weeks. 26-year-old McKenna Kindred faces multiple charges, including a felony. In December of 2022, a 17-year-old male student came forward describing an inappropriate relationship with Kindred. The allegations included the two of them exchanging explicit photos and messages on social media and a sexual relationship. Kindred resigned from Central Valley shortly after police started their investigation. If found guilty of the charges, including first-degree sexual misconduct with a minor, Kindred could face up to 6 years in prison. And this isn't the first school sex scandal involving the Central Valley School District. 3 years before the Kindred case, another case rocked the district. This one involving a paraeducator and a university high school freshman. That victim, now an adult, spoke exclusively with 4 News Now's Robin Nance about what happened to him, the settlement CVSD just paid him, and about how that money can't return what was stolen from him. Here's Robin's special report.
The fall of 2019, right before the pandemic flipped our world upside down, the life of this young man, his family, and his school was about to be upended.
I was a freshman.
Isaiah was 14 years old. He struggled in school. He had learning and behavior issues. They were severe enough that he was only required to attend school half days, and the district assigned him a paraeducator.
She's supposed to kind of follow me around, make sure I stayed out of trouble, help me with my work, make sure I'm on task.
That paraeducator's name is Jaylene Bowman. She was 33 years old at the time. Bowman started working with Isaiah early in the fall of 2019 here at U High. Isaiah says the two hit it off right away, and within a couple of weeks, he asked if he could connect with her on social media. She said yes. So first it was Facebook, then Snapchat.
Isaiah says immediately they began sharing explicit photos of themselves. Charging documents back that up and also show they started sneaking around to see each other outside of school.
And she would pick me up down the road from my house. I would tell my mom that I'm just going to hang out at my friends. That was pretty much it. I mean, we were hanging out every day, smoking weed and doing drugs.
Isaiah admits smoking pot before he met Bowman, but says she got him hooked on harder drugs like Xanax and cocaine, some of which he says she gave him in class.
She would bring me snacks and bring me weed, like edibles, at school and pass them under the table. She brought me like a Xanax and passed me that under the table. She was grooming me at school. Like, she would always touch my leg, rubbing my thigh.
According to initial court documents, she sexually abused him multiple times, something she denied in court. On Christmas Eve 2019, Bowman's then husband caught the two of them doing drugs in a church parking lot.
I had no idea until the police showed up on my doorstep.
Adriana, Isaiah's mom, never actually met Jaylene Bowman or even seen her up close, even though the district hired her as part of Isaiah's education team to work one-on-one with him.
And I always asked at the meetings, like, where is she? If she's his teacher, why is she not being involved? And they're, oh, we just report back.
Isaiah says some UI staff members even saw him with Bowman multiple times outside of school, away from campus.
I guess they didn't say anything or think it was too serious.
But Spokane County Superior Court did. Bowman was convicted of distributing a controlled substance to a minor, pleaded guilty to communicating with the minor for immoral purposes. A jury found her not guilty of rape of a child and could not agree on child molestation charges. She was sentenced to 90 days in jail. Adriana says Isaiah's team, his school, and the district let him down.
I believe that you put your children in school and their supervision for 6-7 hours a day or after school activities. That's supervision on the district to pay attention, you know, and make sure our kids are safe.
I kind of think they just saw me as this troubled kid. They didn't really care.
Are you angry with the school?
And I don't feel like anyone was really held accountable. I mean, that's kind of why I'm doing this whole thing. I want everyone to know, you know, the school district failed me, and that was my main reason as to why I was wanting to do this.
Last month, the Central Valley School District paid for its failure, awarding Isaiah more than $2 million. While the family's attorney, Tom Farrell, and the PVC team of attorneys in Tacoma are pleased with the outcome, they argue it's still not enough.
I think the settlement acknowledges the fact that things were missed by the school district that should not have been missed. Mistakes were made, and that Isaiah has suffered, irreparable harm by this that he'll be dealing with for a long time.
Isaiah has been diagnosed with PTSD and depression. He's undergone counseling and substance abuse recovery. That's what he says he is most angry about when he thinks about what Bowman did to him, getting him hooked on drugs. It's something Isaiah is working hard to overcome and something he says he's making a priority moving forward.
To stay sober, that's a big part of my future. Be a good father. I have a kid on the way, so be a good father, be a good example, and show that even if bad things happen to people, you can make good out of it.
In Spokane, I'm Robin Nance, 4 News Now.
Now, we asked the Central Valley School District for comment on this story weeks ago. Late this afternoon, we received a response. It reads, in part, while CVSD denied all allegations of negligence and fault, under Washington law, CVSD would be automatically liable at trial if the jury concluded the sexual harassment and abuse occurred. Therefore, CVSD and its insurer made the decision to avoid having to force the former student to undertake the stresses and rigors of litigation and resolve the lawsuit through the offer of judgment. That settlement was paid out through insurance and no district money was spent.